Hi, this is EPA Administrator Lee Zeldin, and it is great to join you virtually for the Jewish News Syndicate Policy Summit. You have an all-star slate of speakers, from Ambassador Mike Huckabee to Prime Minister Netanyahu. Here at the Trump EPA, we believe strongly that it is not a binary choice between protecting the environment and growing the economy. We proudly choose both and are fully committed to delivering on the Trump mandate that the American public voted for last November. No longer is EPA run by climate zealots aiming to shut down energy production and progress. Economic growth and environmental stewardship will no longer be considered mutually exclusive. Under President Trump, we are committed to supporting all forms of energy, from beautiful clean coal to oil, natural gas, and nuclear. In doing so, we produce some of the cleanest forms of energy in the world. We need to be producing more at home, exporting it to our allies, and displacing dirtier forms of energy that line the pockets of our adversaries. In Israel, you're far too familiar with this reality. On day one, President Trump signed an executive order directing the U.S. to again withdraw from the Paris Climate Accords. This agreement was the latest example of Washington intentionally disadvantaging the United States to the benefit of other countries, leaving American workers and taxpayers to absorb the costs in terms of lost jobs, lower wages, shuttered factories, and vastly diminished economic production. Under the agreement, China, the largest polluter, was expressly permitted to increase their emissions for over a decade. But the U.S. had to meet stringent obligations that ignored the progress we've made in reducing emissions thanks to the proliferation of natural gas. Along this same vein, on March 12th, I launched the biggest day of deregulatory action in U.S. history. The agency undertook 31 historic actions to power the great American comeback. While accomplishing EPA's core mission of protecting human health and the environment, these actions fulfill President Trump's promise to unleash American energy, lower cost of living for Americans, revitalize the American auto industry, restore the rule of law, and give power back to states to make their own decisions. These historic actions will roll back trillions in regulatory costs and hidden taxes on U.S. families. As a result of these announcements, the cost of living for American families will decrease. It will be more affordable to purchase a car, heat homes, and operate a business. It will be more affordable to bring manufacturing into local communities, while individuals widely benefit from the tangible economic impacts. Shifting gears to the unique relationship between EPA and Israel, in 2018, the Trump EPA renewed an agreement between EPA and the Ministry of Environmental Protection of Israel to advance bilateral collaboration on scientific and environmental issues of mutual interest. This MOU promoted bilateral cooperation, as well as regional and multilateral initiatives on critical environmental issues of mutual interest, such as waste management, soil remediation, emergency response and decontamination approaches, air quality, and water quality improvements. Specifically, we worked together to remediate military bases in central Israel so it could be brought back into productive use and redeveloped into badly needed housing. Israel is a leader in water reuse innovation. President Trump's then EPA Administrator, Andrew Wheeler, visited Israel and saw firsthand the unique environmental issues Israel faces when it comes to water reuse. Through these partnerships, our utilities are learning from Israeli expertise and technology. I look forward to building upon this strong relationship over the next 4 years. I'd like to close my remarks by reiterating my support, along with this administration's support, for the state of Israel. During his first term, President Trump was able to closely work with Israel and Arab countries to deliver the Abraham Accords and take a major step towards peace and normalization in the Middle East. I personally served on the House Foreign Affairs Committee for 8 years and co-chaired the House Republican Israel Caucus. I've worked closely with my Israeli counterparts to ensure this nation remains a beacon of economic prosperity in the Middle East. October 7th hit close to home for many Americans, especially the large population of Jews we have nationwide. On Long Island, where I'm from, we waited months, yearning for the day Omer Nutra would return to his family. He was tragically murdered in the attacks, and his remains continue to be held in Gaza. We are passionately fighting for the return of every hostage, dead or alive, and our resolve for this cause is unwavering. This administration has also taken great steps to crush anti-Semitism in all its forms. We finally have a president who is leading on this issue and not being led by Jew-hating radicals who want to see Israel wiped off the map. I look forward to strengthening our relationship with Israel, and am proud to work in an administration that understands the crucial role this partnership will play for the future of the Middle East. I'm Israel Chai. Enjoy the rest of your conference.